Unified British heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua issues an apology to the UK fans for not being able to fight in front of them, citing politics is the reason that he's not gonna be fighting at Wembley Stadium. Stay tuned, coming up next.
Hey, this is Cassie, and you're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout outs to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, habla Cindy, está viendo Deportes TV.
I just wanted to give you a quick update of what's happening in the current heavyweight division. I'm going to be traveling over to New York on June the 1st. I'm going to be defending my heavyweight championship titles at MSG, aka Madison Square Gardens, against the fighter named JARRELL Miller, aka Big Baby Miller. It's going to be live on DAZN, it's going to be live on Sky Sports. You know the current state of the heavyweight division right now is full of boxing politics, but you know how it goes, I just got to roll with the punches. You know, I would have loved to fight at Wembley Stadium and brought you guys the undisputed championship of the world, but I'm looking forward to this.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So Anthony Joshua issues an apology to the UK fans, citing the reason for not fighting in the UK in front of his fans on UK soil. He says that it's politics. He's blaming politics. Well, I told you guys, you know, that he will not be having a fight at Wembley Stadium because Wembley Stadium being such a big venue, such a historic venue over in the UK, a la Madison Square Garden in the States. Coincidentally, where he will be fighting June 1st against JARRELL Big Baby Miller, New York's own, Brooklyn's own, born and bred JARRELL Big Baby Miller. I told you guys that, you know, if he didn't get a marquee name to face him at Wembley Stadium at April 13th date, you know, that he will not be fighting at Wembley Stadium due to the fact that I told you guys that his numbers have been declining as of late, and that you just can't throw any and everybody in the ring and keep fooling the public and telling them to pay and show up, and you're not fighting guys that they want you to fight. In this situation, we know that Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury will be facing off in a rematch. So in this current situation, it's not all his fault due to the fact that Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury have unfinished business, so they're going elsewhere, right? And then he has a fight with Dillian Whyte that could have came to fruition, but he didn't put forth his best effort, according to Dillian Whyte, in negotiations to make that fight come to fruition. And so since you can't get a Dillian Whyte, you're not going to get a Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, obviously, then which way do you turn? You cannot just throw in another Alexander Povetkin. You can't throw in anybody, you know, and expect to get 80,000 people to show up to support you. That's not going to happen. You know, so Dillian Whyte was their best hope. He was the break in case of emergency glass, and that fell through because Dillian Whyte understood that their backs were against the wall and that they had to overpay, you know, to put on an event at Wembley Stadium. This is not a good situation because I'm pretty sure that Wembley Stadium is not a happy camper, seeing as though Anthony Joshua is going elsewhere, and they're questioning. From my understanding, Sky Sports and Wembley Stadium are questioning Eddie Hearn's negotiation tactics and his business model. You know, I'm not sure it's all Eddie Hearn's fault and Anthony Joshua's fault in this situation because they were going surfing after a big fish. Well, then I can say it is their fault. Actually, I can say it's their fault because they overplayed their hand, or they misplayed their hand with Deontay Wilder, and they should have made that fight come to fruition. They didn't understand, they didn't foresee Tyson Fury arising and becoming such a threat to their situation with Deontay Wilder. They should have foreseen that. You know, they should have looked further in the future and foreseen that, you know, but they didn't. They missed it. They dropped the ball in that situation and left them with Dillian Whyte. You know, another option they could have went is Luis King Kong Ortiz, and they chose not to go in that direction, which in return, you know, sees left Dillian Whyte understanding that he could ask for, you know, to be overpaid. You know, they would have to overpay, or like they already made another thing they mishandled was they kept telling JARRELL Big Baby Miller that they would come to the States. If they was going to fight him, it would be in the States. They kept banging that drum that if they was going to fight him, it would be in the States. So, you know, now he stood his ground and made them come to the States. So you either had to come to the States or you was gonna fight Dillian White at Wembley Stadium and overpay, and it's just a situation where, you know, just went all sour. And Anthony Joshua was blaming it on politics, but Anthony Joshua could have prevented this from happening, because he could have just gave Dillian White what he was asking for, or he could have just came to an agreement with Deontay Wilder prior to this, and all of this wouldn't be the case, you know. But people are just waking up. They're not gonna just accept they're not going to accept mediocrity, you know, for their dollar. That's just the bottom line. So he's citing politics as the reason he's not fighting in the UK, and he got to go to Madison Square Garden and fight Jarrell Big Baby Miller in the States. But I totally disagree with that, because you and Eddie Hearn put yourself in a position telling Jarrell Big Baby Miller that if y'all did fight him, it would definitely be in the States. Y'all kept banging that drum, so he stood square. He stood firm on his square and forced y'all to come stand on your word and come to the States and fight him. Or you was gonna have to overpay Dillian White for a rematch. Understand Anthony Joshua's take and his stance on the Dillian White rematch due to the fact that he already knocked out Dillian White. So I'm pretty sure he felt like, why do I have to overpay this guy? And when I'm giving him a chance, I already gave him a shot and I already proved that I was a better fighter. Now I got to give him another shot and overpay him to do so. So I understand Anthony Joshua's motto and his mindset with that. But then you still got to think, where else do you turn? Because you put yourself in the box, right? So you had to turn to the States and fight Jarrell Big Baby Miller. That's not politics. That's your own doings. You fumbled the ball. You dropped the ball. That's not politics. The politics is on your side. So, you know, but that's all I got for y'all, man. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. Anthony Joshua issues apology to the UK fans, citing the politics of the heavyweight division being the reason he didn't fight over there. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Blue Blood Sports TV.